We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Dakota Hudson, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now the pitch. And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Fouled off. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. The next 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. O'Neill waits on it. 1 down.
Batting second, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. On the year, Swanson comes into action sporting a slugging line above .650, and that's not something you see every day. Truly an elite power bat. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Bader comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The left fielder, number 22, Nick Martinez.
Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Wong is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves strand one. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Cole Hamels will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last one wasn't a particularly good one. Only pitched 2 innings, and they're going to need more than 2 innings from this guy in this one. So hopefully in between that start and this one today, he ironed out what went wrong between that one and the one he's about to pitch into today.
Now in the box, Tommy Edman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Tommy Edman.
Pitch on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Colton Wong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Runner back standing. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's down to third. Reined in. The throw pulls him off the bag. In now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Freeman calls for it.
Batting full. No left fielder. Gillen.
So striding forward now, Dylan Carlson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Comes set with the 0-1. Down the first baseline. Freeman's got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So digging in now, Yadier Molina, and a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. Hamels comes set. Here comes the pitch. Men on third with 2 down. 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Marquez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. We move ahead to the top of the second now. St. Louis is out in front, 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Stepping up to the plate, Ronald Acuna. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Here's Ender Inciarte, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well, a double play. Stepping in, Austin Riley. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
At the plate now, Cole Hamels. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in, Brad Miller. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
And Miller. 0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Bader has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Standing in now, Dakota Hudson. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hamels into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. And this is popped up near second base. Albies is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Back up the middle. One there. Back to first, and he throws it away. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. So striding in, Freddie Freeman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. A swing and a ground
damn
ball
it,
for
Freeman.
Wong at second. And there are 2 away now. Nick Markakis digging in now as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip this one on to first as he works his way out of the jam, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 2-1. Ready for another chance? Tommy Edman. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Tommy Edman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Struck him out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Ranging back is Inciarte. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dylan Carlson, stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Cards leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Travis d'Arnaud, as we begin the top of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Right to him. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Behind 0-2 now. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail it here 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. One pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. Now the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch, as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Yadi Molina digging in now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Pitch is popped up. Freeman is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding in, Brad Miller, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Hamels into the windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
A 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-1 to him now. Now here it comes.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 3-2 pitch. Popped up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. 7 of their at-bats have resulted in first pitch outs, so he said they need to find ways to get better pitches to swing at early in the count. That or change their approach and work themselves into deeper counts where they might get more chances to hit a mistake pitch. Either way, they're looking to make adjustments down here. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Austin Riley.
Pitch on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, Cole.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cole Hamels. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Now batting.
Into the box, Dakota Hudson. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Acuna is there, 2 gone.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Stepping up now, Tommy Edman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Hamels peers in. Here comes the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Edman is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Inciarte's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Hit down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And they will tag him out between first and second.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta.
So 2 gone now, and here's Markakis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
O'Neill waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Braves strand 1. They're down 2-1. Colton Wong will stand in.
Leading off, St. Louis.
First offering on its way. And a ball, 1-0. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Full count now. 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The next 3-2. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. Next pitch from Hamels tonight will be number 73 for him in the ballgame. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Dylan Carlson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Markakis giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Stepping into the box, Tyler O'Neill. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and that's by him. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Goldschmidt at second with 2 down. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. One and 2. Here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They lead it 2-1. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Wong is calling for it. One away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder...
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll put this away for the second out. Now batting, Austin Riley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it at him.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail it here 2-1. Digging in now, Yadier Molina 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
I mean, Yachty, when he first broke on the
Can't
scene,
fucking hit the
was
spot.
a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
In there, 1-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. The pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So it's backwards K on the changeup that time. Yadier Molina is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. At the plate, Brad Miller. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Acuna's there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. Swanson brings it in. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely. Matt Carpenter will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Mark Melanson takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Mark Melanson.
He's running. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just leave one. They still lead it 2-1. Jordan Hicks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Standing in, Mark Melanson, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. This is flared right back over the mound. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter number 1.
Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Albies is retired, 2 down now.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
First offering on its way. To
Holy
short.
fuck.
Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The shortstop, Tommy.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Count is 1-2 now. Lifted in the air to center. Acuna's there for it. 1 out. Ready for another shot now, Colton Wong. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. His career numbers against Melanson. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Melanson's ready. Here's the delivery. And a beautiful knuckle curve in there for a called strike 3, and that will be out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Giovanni Gallegos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Pulled toward right center field. Bader is there, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Nick Markakis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. After it is O'Neill. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now back,
The next to bat for Atlanta, Travis d'Arnaud. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now here's the pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. St. Louis jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dakota Hudson earns the win, his second. Paul Hamels is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Giovanni Gallegos closes the door for the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. For Atlanta, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.